What's going on YouTube? Cation93 here with a kind of a response video to a video I posted a long time ago. I had a video titled Ask Me, and this was an opportunity for you guys to ask me questions that didn't really relate to pen spinning, but half of the questions on there were pen spinning related. So what I'm going to do is answer those questions. I'm going to try to go through it quickly because it took about 20 minutes to get through all 20 questions. Apparently it took about a minute per question. But in any case, let's get started. So the first 10 are about pen spinning, the last half are about personal preference, things like that. So I'm gonna try to breeze them really quickly. How long from the beginner to intermediate stage, and how many tricks do you have to learn from a beginner to intermediate? I thought about this for a long time before I created this video. Like, I thought about this for about a week, and I'd have to say somewhere around the neighborhood of 7 to 8 months is when you can start being an intermediate pen spinner. At that point in time, you have a pretty good inventory of tricks, and you can link them at least decently well. Now, I say that with precaution. You can't just like learn the fundamentals and some hybrids and then wait a month or two and then pick it up again and then learn some more tricks and wait. You have to actively be pen spinning for that whole 7 to 8 months and like really trying and really practicing and really dedicating yourself to doing it. After 7 to 8 months of hard dedication, you can get pretty good at pen spinning. So that is what I would consider intermediate. Now, a number of tricks. And I don't really know how fast people learn tricks nowadays. When I learned, I took about a week to master a trick. I'm not sure why it took me so long now that I think about it, but about a week for a lot of tricks, 2 weeks for the really hard ones. It took me like 2 weeks to get shadow and backfall. Okay, and looking back on that, it was kind of weird, but you guys might be struggling with that trick right now, but that was just me. So I don't think there's a number of tricks. It's really, you're calling yourself an intermediate over a beginner or someone else calling you that is really based on how well your combos are linked together. If you have really good linkages and you have very smooth flowing combos, you can be called an intermediate really quickly. I know someone who was like a 5-6 month pen spinner, but he worked his butt off and he got pretty good really quickly. And if you're like that, you can get really good in about half a year. So that's that. Special pen to get good. No, you don't need a special pen to get good. Case in point, Ken spins an MX in the World Tournament, and he gets pretty far. Of course, you do have people that spin busters in the World Tournament, and they also get very far. But you don't need a special pen to get good. How and when did I start pen spinning? Well, how is my sister, I was in 7th grade, okay? My sister went to school, her friend taught her how to do the thumb around. My sister came home, taught me, and then I looked up on the internet how to do a thumb around, and then I didn't really know what it's called. So I said pencil spinning or whatever. And the one video I watched was like how to spin a pencil. He did TA reverse, and TA harmonic. So I learned those 3 tricks, kind of. And then I met Storm Cannon 1 in 7th grade. And then he taught me about, or at least informed me about the fundamentals. And then I learned those, and then from there I learned the rest of the pen spinning stuff. So that's how I learned it from my sister and Storm Cannon. Let's see, where to find inserts? Ask Nacho Addict. I'm going to promote him again. He probably knows that better than I do. I know the person asked me, I think, not on UPSB, where can I find inserts? And I honestly don't know, because I've always gotten mine off of the UPSB wiki or on UPSB itself. People create some pretty awesome inserts on UPSB, and there's like, I think at least hundreds of pages worth of inserts, and they're pretty good. So just go ahead and check that out. I know you guys, whoever asked it, asked for not on UPSB, but I really don't know, so ask Nacho Addict. He probably knows about that. How to enter into a tournament? Well, if you're on a team or group on UPSB, your group leader or team leader will announce, hey, do you want to have a team tournament with like this other group? And if you enter yourself in, then you're entered in. World tournament level, I don't know, or bigger tournaments, I'm not quite sure because I don't know how they work. Just look up that thread on the pen spinning board, and I'm pretty sure you'll find, like, if you know there's a tournament going on, then, or just look up in the search engine, look up tournament and see if there's anyone that are recently like opened. And just enter yourself in, and then do what you need to do to enter into that. My favorite trick, I'm a fan of high tuas, multiple high tuas, and multiple spreads. Camera I use a Canon 60D and a Canon T3i. I don't use both of them, I use one or the other. They have the same video quality, so that's that. My brother has the Canon 60D, I have the Canon T3i. It has what I need, the video quality is exactly the same. If you guys want to know what lenses I use my brother's 24 to 105 f4L lens, and I myself, because I'm broke and poor, I have an 18 to 55mm f3.5 to 5.6 kit lens. So that's that. Software I use iMovie 11 to edit my videos. It's a pretty simple movie editor and gets what I need and does the job. Microphone I use the Blue Snowball. I got it at a good steal, about $60, so about 40% off from the retail price. And you know, it records great quality audio for that price. So that's why I use. I'm not using it for this video. I'm testing out this little lapel microphone. So that's why the audio quality might not sound that great. Also, because this microphone, I have 2 fans running in my room because it's really hot, and I don't have AC in this room, and this tends to pick up the least amount of noise. Because all these other microphones are decently, like, the Zoom H1 I have picks it up in the background because it has stereo mics and points in both directions of the fans that I'm running. Snowball just happens to pick it up, and this lapel microphone seems to isolate the noise a little bit better than both of them combined. So that's that. Music preference, this is kind of more getting into the personal side of the questions. I am a fan of dubstep. A lot of stuff on Monstercat Media is like a hit and miss. Maybe 1 out of 4 or 5 tracks on Monstercat Media I will really, really like, and I'll play over and over again. Yeah, dubstep, drum step, whatever, that style of music, I like that. And whether you guys hate it or not, whatever, it's your choice. But that's that. Instrument, yeah, I play guitar. I just picked it up when I was in 7th grade. I'm not very good. I haven't been playing actively over the years, so that's why I'm really bad. I only know chords, and yeah, that's about it. I only know chords. And yeah. It was also very easy for me to learn. It was also at my disposal, so that's why I learned it. It's a lot easier than piano, because I had piano when I was younger, in like 5th grade. I mean, we still have the piano, but I tried it for 3 years, didn't like it, and so I quit. And I didn't really take lessons either. I tried to teach myself. Didn't go well. Let's see, favorite food. I don't know, wait, that's not it. It's better if I answer this question first. Am I Vietnamese? The answer is no, surprisingly. Okay, I didn't discover the truth about this until like a year and a half ago. And okay, I'm really Chinese. Like my grandparents on both sides, my dad and my mom and my dad, but my grandparents on both those sides and up are Chinese. Both my parents are Vietnamese. And what happened was, I guess my grandparents, they were like Chinese, okay? And then they, like, something happened way back when, and they were like forced to go, like the government or whatever was bad or whatever. So they like kind of ran to Vietnam or something like that. And when they crossed the border, my dad's family, his last name was Chen at the time. It was a Chinese last name as far as I know. They haven't changed it to Trinh because it's kind of like, it sounds the same, Chen, Trinh, but Trinh's the Vietnamese equivalent, I guess. So he changed his name to Trinh, and well, not my dad himself, but like his family, his like dad or whatever. So my parents are both Vietnamese, and I was born here in America. So technically, like I'm an Asian American, of course. I'm Chinese American. That's that. Yeah. So everyone else in my lineage is Chinese except for my parents. They were both born in Vietnam. So that's that. So in short, no, I'm not Vietnamese. I'm Chinese, even though I have the Trinh last name. Let's see, favorite food. It happens to be a Vietnamese dish. It's called bò núc chả lò, if I'm saying that correctly. My Chinese is bad. Like I can't speak it at all, and that's not even Chinese. That's Vietnamese. But in any case, yeah, that's the dish. It's basically like rice noodle sheets. I don't really know what they're called. It's not rice paper. It's like rice noodle made into sheets, and it's cut up, and it has like this meat called jello, or ja for short, and it just has a bunch of stuff. It tastes really good. I don't really know how to explain it. Yeah, look it up if you know how to spell it. Let's see. So that's my favorite food. Do I live in the United States? Yeah, I live in Pennsylvania. Currently, I'm at Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, near Allentown. So, yeah, I currently live here for college. When I'm not there, I live somewhere in the middle of Pennsylvania. But you guys should never know where. Just kidding. Storm Cam's probably gonna answer saying you live blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, pets. No, I don't have. My parents really don't feel like cleaning up after them, and I really myself don't feel like cleaning up after them. Although I do think a dog or a cat, like a really cute dog or cat, would be great. But yeah, I don't feel like cleaning up after their hair and whatever, their fur, I guess it's called. If I wanted to travel anywhere in the world, where would I go? I'd probably go back to Vietnam, or not go back, but I probably want to go and travel to Vietnam or China because, you know, my lineage is there, my heritage is there, whatever you call it. I just kind of want to see, you know, where my parents grew up. So that's that. Thoughts on trolls, and am I a troll? I don't think I'm a troll. You guys might disagree, depending on what you've seen of me. But my thoughts on trolls are, I think a lot of people troll because it's fun to an extent, but like it gets to the point where sometimes trolling can actually be like on like cyberbullying, and quite personally, I think cyberbullying is stupid. Not because like, oh, I've been subjected to it, now I'm like, I don't like it. It's just like, it's just kind of stupid. Like, why would you take personal offense from someone on the internet that you don't even know? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe, I don't know. Can any of you guys like answer that for me? Like, why is cyberbullying such a big deal? Like, if you post something on the internet and someone disagrees with you, why do you take that personally? Like, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but why is it that, you know, people take it so personally, you know? Like, if you're, okay, first of all, if you're posting something on the internet, you should be smart enough to know that you are always subjected to criticism, okay? So if someone trolls you and says like, you know, you're wrong or something, or your opinion's wrong, and they like make this huge deal out of it, and they intentionally try to like force their opinion on you or whatever like that, then I don't know, I don't think you deserve to be on the internet if you do that, okay? It's just kind of weird. If you take personal offense to that, that's that. I mean, I guess the act of trolling is like the person who's actually doing the somewhat cyberbullying, but yeah, just be sure, I'm just to let you know, I'm pretty sure I know that they're not the same thing, but they're closely related in my mind. So thoughts on trolls? I don't really care, because, oh, the fun thing I like to do with trolls, people that think that they know what they're talking about, but they don't actually know what they're talking about. That is an opportunity where I like to troll people, kind of. It's not really trolling, because I'm just correcting them, okay? Like, if there's someone, like a lot of people on the internet think they're really smart, okay, and they're really not. So they comment on these videos and they're like, oh, you're so stupid, like, don't you know this, and this, and then, like, I find it perfectly okay for me to just go up to them, or not really go up to them, but comment and respond to them saying, no, you're wrong, this is really how it is. And I know that I'm right. Like, I always make sure I check my, you know, details before I post something so I don't look stupid. And then they just, like, they can't say anything because they know you're right. Like, you have facts to back yourself up. So, really, that's that. If someone tries trolling you, and, like, especially if it's something that, like, they think is wrong, like, they're saying something wrong, take the advantage, and they deserve to be, like, hit back. Like, I give the okay to strike back at them as long as you're being alright with it. Like, don't act like a know-it-all. Just, like, yeah, be cool about it. Just like correct them, whatever. And maybe I'm getting the definition of trolling incorrect here, because I feel like there's another element of it that I'm missing. So let me know what you guys think about that. As far as am I a troll, I don't think so. You guys might disagree differently or might think differently, but I don't think I'm a troll. I'm not, like, I used to be on UPSB a lot, and that gave me opportunities to troll, but I don't do it. On YouTube, I don't really do it either. It's just that. And the last question, have I gotten better at speed cubing? The answer is no. I did post a record a while ago. I had like 40-some seconds, which by no means is a fast speed cubing time. Like, fast speed cubing is like 30 seconds and under. And you might think, wow, like a whole 17, 9, 20 seconds, what a big difference it makes. It actually does make a difference. But yeah, I mean, if I can get my time consistently under 30 seconds, I think I'll be happy. So I've not yet learned more algorithms yet. So yeah, that's that. So that was my last question, and that's it for this video. So thanks for watching. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.